Hi everybody, this is Fist of Fury 692, and guess what? It's finally spring! Freaking finally! Winter's over, summer clothes are coming out. Thank God, because I hate this winter thing. And to celebrate this special occasion today, I have a treat for you. Today, I'm going to be reviewing one of another Lego boat things, and as you can already tell by the title, we are reviewing the Lego Bismarck. One of the most biggest boats, if I can get my face in cam thing here. Let me see if I try to show you the whole. The Lego Bismarck, one of the most biggest battleships that Germany had made since during the World War II, along with her sister, the Tirpitz. Now, Bismarck is one of my most favorite ships. Now, in case you're wondering, if you don't know what the Bismarck is, I will gladly tell you really quick. Basically, it was a ship that's supposed to raid the Pacific during World War II, and it also sunk the hood and pretty much got sunk by everything else. Basically, tried to go out, the hood found it, tried to shoot it, Bismarck sank it. British people got pissed off and pretty much sent planes and stuff to find it, almost lost hope, and then they found it, hit the rudder, which is the back part of the ship, and basically was stuck going around circles until the entire British Navy opened fire on it. Now, legend has it we don't know how it really sank because it either was British torpedoes that finally did her in, or the British, battleships, guns, and all that. Like, we're talking about the entire British Navy opened fire on this boat. And we don't know if they sunk it or Germans scuttled their own ship to save the crew. But either way, the ship sunk in 1941 and it was now resting down to the sea to this day. And yes, I know, I gave you the short version of this because if I go the long version of this video would be even longer. But Bismarck is one of my most favorite ships I love, and I wish it would have survived during the war. This would have been one of the most greatest ships to see in real life on a museum or seeing it in service to this day. But hey, some victors by the victors and losers by the losers, right? So, as you can tell by the mighty Bismarck here, it is a historical thing, and it is built by, you guessed it, Cobi. Kobe's like one of the most, I swear, like, I wish these guys were around when I was a kid because of how much I love this stuff. And this is made in Europe because how can I tell? Well, if you look down here, at every country's down there, including Germany. Yeah, so this is a European Lego set. So what do you get out of this? Well, you obviously build the ship, the Mighty Bismarck, and the pieces of this is, oh boy, we're talking about, oh, I was on the other side. 2030. Now, it is not as big as the Pirates in the Caribbean set that I have over there, which I did a video on that as the biggest Lego I ever built. But this one is second because holy crap. Like, we're talking about, like, in case you're wondering how big this is, sorry, I have to look at the box again. This is like literally, I'll read it to you since you can't really easily see it. We're talking about like for centimeters, if anyone knows, this is 48.5 centimeters length, and the height is 18 centimeters, from the width being 4.7 centimeters. For those who don't know how big that is like bigger than my shelf up here with all my figurines. It's a lot bigger than that. So you could kind of tell this is going to be a big boat when it's done. This is going to be like one of those shelf displayed ships. So let's take a look at the back real quick. If I don't whack the camera with this, holy crap, how big this is. So what else do you get out of this? Well, you get custom made AA guns, which I find that really adorable. They're like little tiny little AA guns. You get like, looking at this boat right now, look at how detailed it is. You got the actual guns looking like it. You got the secondaries down here actually looking like it. You actually get a plane with this, which is freaking funny to get a little micro plane and stuff like that. In case you're wondering, no, this is not as the size as a Lego guy. This thing will be bigger than a Lego guy because honestly, you know how insane that would be, audience, if a Lego dude could fit small on the deck that big on it, that would be really insane to build. Like that would be the most biggest thing since it would be more bigger than the Radar Lego that you see on YouTube and stuff. But yeah, so it's not too big. Like, the figurine's probably going to be as big as the whole armor, probably. So, you obviously get the guns that can rotate anywhere. Secondaries can rotate anywhere. You got the rudders that could turn mostly in any direction. And that's basically it. I mean, it's just basically a big, huge battleship. So, let's open her up and let's get started. Yikes. As you can tell, people, just sit over here until I get the camera set up. As you can tell, I'm on the floor to show this now. Holy crap, there's a lot of bags. Thankfully, they're numbered. Bag number 6. And another 6. Wait. Oh, bag number 9 and 6. Oh no. This is like... This might be an all-nighter, people. But anyway, got a lovely booklet here of the Bismarck. And let's see. Oh boy, yeah, this is going to be a long video again. Oh, well, that's the back part of it. That's the Jumbo Sherman. Sorry. Yeah, this is going to be... How many pages is this? 305? Oh, well, buckle up, people. Looks like we got a long haul on our hands. And what the hell? Wait, no. No, it's a two-parter. It's a two-parter. No, that means it's more to do on this. Oh, jeez, Scoob. Oh, jeez. Well, I hope you're all buckled up, because here we go. This is going to be the first ever modern battleship I build on my channel, and whew, let's get started.
Als im Jahre 16 auf dem großen weiten Meer Hochseeflotte fuhr nach Nord dem Tommy hinterher. Fahren für den Kaiser, das ist unsere höchste Ehr. Sei der Feind doch zahlreich und der Dienst an Bord so schwer. Langer Weg ist's nach Wilhelmshaven, langer Weg ist's hier raus. Langer Weg ist's nach Wilhelmshaven, zu dem schönsten Schatz nach Haus. Leb wohl, du raue Nordsee, leb wohl, Skagerrak. Es ist ein langer Weg nach Wilhelmshaven, fährt heimwärts das Wrack, Schnick, Schnack. Am 31. Mai, da hieß es Schiff voraus. Die Matrosen rannten aus den Kojen zum Deck rauf. Dort am Horizont sieht jeder dann den schwarzen Rauch. Und alle stimmten an das Lied, denn das war so der Brauch. Langer Weg ist's nach Wilhelmshaven, langer Weg ist's hier raus. Langer Weg ist's nach Wilhelmshaven, zu dem schönsten Schatz nach Haus. Leb wohl, du raue Nordsee, leb wohl, Skagerrak. Es ist ein langer Weg nach Wilhelmshaven, fährt heimwärts das Wrack, Schnick, Schnack. Als die Schlacht zu Ende war, wir siegreich fuhren heim, leuchtete für uns die Sonne ihren hellen Schein. Manches britische Schiff versank durch unser stolzes Rohr, und alle die Matrosen sangen nun vereint im Chor. Langer Weg ist's nach Wilhelmshaven, langer Weg ist's nach Haus. Langer Weg ist's nach Wilhelmshaven, zu dem schönsten Schatz nach Haus. Leb wohl, raue Nordsee, leb wohl, Skagerrak. Es ist ein langer Weg nach Wilhelmshaven, fährt heimwärts das Wrack. Langer Weg ist's nach Wilhelmshaven, Langer Weg ist's hier raus, langer Weg ist's nach Wilhelmshaven, zu dem schönsten Schatz nach Haus. Leb wohl, du raue Nordsee, leb wohl, Skagerrak. Es ist ein langer Weg nach Wilhelmshaven, fährt heimwärts das Wrack.
Reißende Schätze, das Kreuz des Waffen ist fehl am Ort. Wir lieben den Trunk und die Netze, die Tanzmusik spielt uns das wilde Meer. Schiffsvolk, komm her, ha, 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 Leben ist Land. So lebt die Hölle von Helgoland. Lass lachen, Tag ihn versenken. Wir sterben nach wilder Seeräuberart. Heut Morden und morgen ertrinken. Bei grünen Algen und weißem Sand. Schiffsvolk der Strand. Ha, 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 Leben ist Hand. So stirbt die Hölle von Helgoland. Die Hölle von Helgoland. glauben an Gott fromm und frei, will Vaterland wir bleiben, auf ewig fest und treu. Will Vaterland wir bleiben, auf ewig fest und treu. Lass Kraft mich erwerben, in Herz und in Hand, zu lieben und zu sterben, fürs heile Vaterland. Zu lieben und zu sterben, fürs heile Vaterland. Was ist des deutschen Vaterland? Ist Preußenland, ist Schwabenland, ist wo am Rhein die Rede blüht, ist wo am Feld die Möwe zieht. Oh nein, 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 kein Vaterland muss größer sein, sein Vaterland muss größer sein. Was ist des deutschen Vaterland? Ist Bayerland, ist Steierland, ist wo des Marzenring sich streckt, ist wo der Märker Eisen reckt. Oh nein, 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 kein Vaterland muss größer sein, sein Vaterland muss größer sein. Was ist des deutschen Vaterland? Ist Pommerland, Westfalenland, ist wo der Sand der Dünen weht, ist wo die Donau draußen geht. Oh nein, 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 kein Vaterland muss größer sein, sein Vaterland muss größer sein. Was ist des deutschen Vaterland? So nennen wir das große Land. Ist Land der Schweizer, ist sie Gold. Das Land und Volk gefiel mir wohl. Doch nein, 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 kein Vaterland muss größer sein, sein Vaterland muss größer sein. Was ist des deutschen Vaterland? So nennen wir das große Land. Gewiss, es ist das Österreich, an Ehren und an Siegenreich. Oh nein, 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 kein Vaterland muss größer sein, sein Vaterland muss größer sein. Was ist des deutschen Vaterland? So nennt ich mir das Land, so weiß die deutsche Zunge klingt, und Gott in Himmel singt. Das soll es sein, das soll es sein, das macht der deutschen Hände da. made of steel. Bismarck in motion, king of the ocean. He was made to rule the waves across the seven seas, to lead the war machine, to rule the waves and lead the Kriegsmarine. The terror of the seas, the Bismarck and the Kriegsmarine. 2,000 men and 50,000 tons of steel set the course for the Atlantic with the Allies on the hill. Firepower, firefight, battle stations keep the target steady in sight. Into formation, the hunt has begun. Death and damnation, the fleet is coming. He was made to rule the waves across the seven seas, to lead the war machine, to rule the waves and lead the Kriegsmarine. The terror of the seas, the Bismarck and the Kriegsmarine. At the bottom of the ocean, the depths of the abyss, they are bound by iron and blood. The flagship of the Navy, the terror of the seas, his guns have gone silent at last.
Well, folks, happy new day, because holy crap, that was a lot of build. As you can see here, here's the lovely Bismarck, and I wasn't joking. Look how lengthy this thing is. It's like, literally, I could put it on my chair. Look, watch. Look, it's on my chair. I'm not joking. Like, this could be like a perfect rail for my fucking chair. But no. This is absolutely beautiful. Now, I'm going to talk about the few key problems with this. First and foremost, one of the pieces wasn't there, but it worked out in the end. I got freaked out a little bit, but it was like that, so I wasn't like toe freaked out. So, Cobi, thankfully you got the pieces right. You had me 5 times going like, did I have enough pieces? If you saw in the editing thing, I had to count and let all the other things, and thank God they were all there. Now, as you can see, if I could point the camera up there, there's the little mini, like, anti-air guns that I told you about, little tiny ones. They're just a little bit adorable. You got the nice little German flag there, another one of these tall pipe things. You got the crane that lifts up the planes. These are rotatable. This is the little green plane it comes with. It's kind of funny. And let's see. So you got all your secondaries on here, which is, I gotta say, a pain in the ass, but I'm just going through the detail real quick before going through the actual build experience. Then you got the secondaries here, everywhere, and you got the main guns and the main thing. So this is basically it, besides the stand that I did not show you build, because I thought, like, literally that's no point of dragging on the video longer for this stuff. But yeah, it comes with a little stand, so when I'm done, I'm going to put it on the stand, put it on in front of my TV where I'm always going to see it. But now let's talk about the cons of this really quick, since I just went through that. A lot of pieces made me frustrating. When I first started this off building this, it was a lot of it wasn't attached, so it kept breaking and breaking and breaking, and I was like, just like when I would smash the stuff. Um, the other problem, these secondary guns here, I'll show it up to the camera. These little ones right here, you had to put the guns in, but the gun part was so hard to get them in. I had to jab my hand or bang it on the floor just to get all two guns on each and every one, and it was such a pain in the wazoo. And besides that, everything else went smoothly. It's a little bit weak on some parts. There's a lot of weak parts, but you have to be really careful. First and foremost, if we could get the back end of the ship. Oh, look, it came apart again. This part. This always comes undone, and it's the rudders, which anyone can make a joke on, haha, just like in the real thing, torpedo hit it, destroyed the rudders, so making it go around in circle, haha, I get it, but as a collector, it's not funny. This is something I want to keep together and not, lose any pieces, so that's one problem. Problem number two, they said the propellers in the back, I'll show it real close as I can, these little things are supposed to move barely, but you gotta go really slow, otherwise it will break. So that's a problem. Okay, guns, what else? This is very weak. This part right here, the tower. One little good hit, and this piece here will break right off. So I had that happen twice. Sorry, that's reflex. Oh, the boats, the little dinghy boats, gotta be careful because they can easily come off as well. Secondary guns are pretty good. Everything else is built pretty good. I'm just trying to keep track. Oh, this doesn't attach really well, so you have to put it inside like you did, but it's just dumb. I really wish they found a way to make that better. I may do some little bit of custom work myself to make it stay there, but honestly, that's a problem. These balls right here, the radar sensors, those are a problem because they can just come right off easily. I had that happen twice to me now. Oh, and the anchor, which I'll try to show much of the front. It's very hard to show this audience, so forgive me. The anchor, I had to put every little chain on. Do you know how much of a pain in the ass to get these little chains one by one by one? Remember, they didn't came like this. I had to put them on. So I had to go snap, 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 snap to all of them, and I was like, and I have big hands, by the way. I have big motherfucking hands, like big hands. So trying to put something that tiny into a small head with these big fingers, it ain't gonna work that well for me, Chief. Ain't gonna work for well. Other problem, the bow of the ship, the actual hull of the ship. This part was a pain in the ass to get it attached, but once it's on there, it's nice and tight, thank God, and it kept it all together. And despite all that criticism, at the end of the day, it's a really beautiful ship. Really beautiful. I love this boat. I mean, I always loved the Bismarck, and I'm so glad to actually have it. But how do I rate this? Well, it's $200. Well, more than that because when I got a discount on it, thankfully, but it's like almost $300 right now. I would say a good like 7 out of 10. It's highly detailed, but it's got some problems, so and it could break a lot easily compared to other tanks that I show the mouse in a few minutes, showing how tall is it. Like this, like right to here is the mouse length to the end, and this is a pretty hefty boat. So yeah, it's such a beautiful ship. I wish I could see it in real life, honestly. It's never fair, audience. It's never fair. Like when you come from Germany and then you see like America can have their ships shown on display, their Iowa. Canada can have their flagship displayed. Britain, France, but not Germany. I would give anything to see her again. Sorry, I'm getting mellow, guys. Would literally love to see her. I'll do anything to see her. So yeah. Thank you all so much for watching. I need some time to think and do a little research. Until then, comrades, I'll see you in another horizon, in another build. Bye.